So what is good, people? Welcome to another investing video. In this video, we are continuing our Investing $1 a Day series. This time we are in episode 30, which means we need to have a minimum of $210 invested into each asset. So we're going to start things off with metals. Metals have been on its way down for the past few weeks now. We can see that gold is starting to recover. It's back over 2,000. It was under 2,000 for a little while. The rest of them not doing so well. If we jump into our investment, we have $138.31 into gold, $72.28 into silver for a total investment of $210.59. When we look at the total value of that investment, $140.97 in gold, $68.67 in silver for a total value of $209.64. So we are still up with gold. We're up by a couple dollars, which is not bad. It's up as being better than down. However, we are down in silver. Silver has just been struggling pretty much all year so far. For the past couple months, long before January, silver has been down. But if we look at the chart, we can see that my last silver investment was back here, and it is definitely down below where I started. It's kind of just been steadily going down. Like, it goes up a little bit, but mostly down. So silver is struggling right now. Gold, since we are still up in gold, my next investment will most likely be in gold again. As you can see, I've invested in gold 1, 2, 3, 4 times since my last silver investment because I've just been a lot more confident in gold. But we are at $210.59, so we are just over the $210. So I'm going to wait until next week to make my next investment. So for this week, we're not going to do anything in metals. We're just going to hold off until next week. All in all, we are still down. We're down by about $1, which is not bad. So we're basically breaking even on metals, which is good because we've been down for a while. So now jumping into stocks, if we look at our overall for the week, we are up by 0.51%, so 0.5%. If we jump into our Bitcoin, now remember this was the free $1 in Bitcoin that we got from Robinhood, and it's up to $1.24. So we've profited by 23% on that $1, which is not much. Bitcoin has been doing really, really well. It's up by 3.63% over the week, and the crypto market in general has been doing well over the past few months. If we take a look at Starwood Property Trust, we are down by 1.25% over the week. But if we look at our overall return, we are up by 14.37%, which is a profit of $2.66. If we look at the analysis, it is still sitting at a 71% buy, 28% hold, and a 0% sell. We have not gotten any new dividend payments or stop lending payments, and so everything else is sitting fine. So we are still up. We're way up. We're up by 14% on Starwood Property Trust. If we jump into EOG Resources, over the week, we are up by 2.43%. If we look at our total return, we are down by 3%, and that is a loss of $3.28. We will finally be putting our last $7 into EOG today. So that should put us up by over a share. We're at 0.92 of a share right now. So we'll finally have a full share of EOG Resources. With the analysis, it is still sitting at a 63%, 62.9% say buy, 37.1% say hold with a 0% on sell. And we haven't had any new dividend payments and definitely no stock lending payments because we don't have a full share yet. But we will have a full share at the end of today. If we go into QYLD, so we are sitting at a loss of 0.33% over the week, which is not much at all. Our total return, we are up by 0.5%, 0.6%, which is 35-cent profit. So not much. We're up, but not by much. We don't have a pending dividend yet. It looks like they pay out dividends towards the end of the month. So we will see. Hopefully it'll be around 59 cents or higher. That's how much we have been getting over the past few months. And finally, if we jump into ARMOUR Residential REIT, we can see over the week we are up by 0.37%. On our total return, we are down by 10%, 10.64%, for a total loss of $3.24. Looks like we do have a dividend payment coming up February 28th, and that is going to be 34 cents, which is not bad. It looks like last month it was 34 cents as well. So we're keeping that trend of 34 cents each month plus 1 cent for a stock lending payment. So we'll most likely make about 35 cents in dividends on our residential REIT for the month, which is pretty good. Even though we're down overall on our residential REIT, the money that we've made in dividends have made up for how much we lost. So overall, we're pretty much looking good in stocks. I say we're breaking even. We're up on some, down on others. But I am going to go ahead and put the last $7 into EOG Resources so that we can finally have a full share once that goes through in the morning. And that will be it for stocks. Let's jump into crypto. So here on DEX Finance, if we check out our US DEX stake, we can see that we're at $31.05, with the total APR still at 10%. It's been there for a long time now. And we have 1.66 US DEX as a principal release, and we've earned 49 cents in dividends from this stake. If we jump into Trader Joe, so I have my my ETH and USDC stake here. If you can remember, it was $220 when I first put this in. Now it's sitting at $224, and that's because the price of ETH has risen. It's gone up quite a bit. And if we look at how much we've earned $9.51. So this is a little over a month. It's been over 4 weeks since I've left this in here. And we've made almost $10 in a month, which is really cool. So yeah, we're over 4% still, just like last month, another 4% this month, which is good to see. Now, originally I said I was going to take the $14 and put them in here, but instead I'm going to take that $14 and I'm going to put it somewhere else. But I will claim this Arbitrum and then put that back into it so that way I can compound what I've earned. What I want to do is I want to go back into DEX Finance. They've opened up some new vaults, this time on the Pulse chain. They have partnered with EMP, is another protocol, and they've created a whole bunch of new vaults. And so I want to start putting some stuff into these vaults while they're popular and while they're hot. And apparently my internet must be going down or something. So I'll come back when I get everything set up. All right, so yeah, it looks like my internet was going out, but it is back now. So what I did was I went ahead and I claimed my Arbitrum and I turned it into ETH and USDC, and I'm going to go ahead and deposit that into the pool. And so that way I'm just depositing the rewards back into what I originally had staked. And now that that has been approved, I go to deposit. Oh, I have one transaction pending. Okay, all right, now that is done. So now I'll just click on confirm to get the deposit in, and you should see this disappear and it will be added to this 224 down here. I just have to wait for that to go through. I just heard my phone go off. I got this connected to my phone as well, so that way whenever anyone is doing anything with my wallet, I'll get a notification on my computer and on my phone. And did it go through? Let me refresh. Okay, so deposit is gone. And here we go. So we got $233.64. So now we're going to leave that in for another month to see how well that does. So what I was talking about with Dex Finance, they have some new volts. They got these new pulse volts here. And we are going to do this by APY. And we're going to go up to down. So I wanted to get into one of these vaults. I want one that is maybe pulse and oh, actually this one's not bad. SDI and US Dex Plus. That's actually a really good one. I might jump into that one. But let me see what they got as far as actual pulse, because I do want to hold some pulse. Actually, yeah, here we go. Here's a good one right here. This is 100% compound, 82% APY, and it's pulse and different types of DAI coins. So I'm actually going to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put $14 into this pool, and that is going to be my move in crypto for this week. Plus, of course, compounding what I have staking on Trader Joe. So I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick and then jump back. All right, and now I am finally back. So it took me a while to figure out how to bridge funds to Pulse Chain, but I finally got the funds over the Pulse Chain and I was able to deposit them into this vault. So as you can see, I have $13.93 deposited in the vault. I can now look at my personal data, which is nothing right now because I just made a deposit. But next week, we will be able to see if anything changes. So the total value that is locked in this pool is over $22,000. That is good to see. And here is my amount, which is just $14. So that is our move for crypto. Okay. So let's go ahead and do our quick recap. So crypto, we are up, especially with the Trader Joe stake. I mean, the original amount itself has gone up by $25. And then I had $9 added on top of that for the staking rewards. So we're way up there, and we are starting a new stake. And I got too many windows open. We're starting a new stake here, and the APY on this is over 228%. So we will see what that looks like next week. In stocks, we are just where we are always. We're up on some and we're down on others. Overall, I say we're pretty much breaking even. And then with metals, we are down by, I think it's just $1. We're down by $1 in metals. Gold is up, but silver is way down. So that is pretty much it for this week. We got a lot of new things going with crypto. I'm really, really excited to see how things turn out there. And if you have any questions or anything you want me to check out, as always, leave them in the comments below. And once again, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video.